Welcome to Crypto Flywheel, podcast where we spin up strategy to turn your digital efforts into unstoppable momentum. Now, let's get the flywheel turning. Good evening, Professor X. How are you today?
I'm doing well, Digital X. Things have been really good today. So far, the New Year's been solid, Digital X. How about for you?
Oh, yeah, I've been busy this morning and tied up for a little bit, but day's been overall well.
Yeah, especially with the crypto market's been, it's been moving up like crazy. So let's see.
Yeah.
So what do you got for us today, Digital X?
Well, remember we left off with, what do you call it? Stellar logo that resembles Grok?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
You brought up the fact that it was black and white, right? So there's and something that I've noticed with all these black and white logos or logos basically for these cryptocurrencies, it tends to instill some assurance that some of these products that we've been investing into are going to be are basically the chosen products. I could be wrong. This is just my reasoning behind it. I could be completely wrong behind it, but I'll give you examples of it. If you look at the XRP logo, which is black and white, Stellar logo, which is black and white, QNT logo, which is black and white, Solar logo, which is black and white, Hedera logo, which is black and white, and Algorand logo, which is black and white. These are some that I've just named, and all these are being used in some fashion within the institution setting. So I thought it was pretty interesting. No one really brought this up prior to this, but it was something that I observed. What are your thoughts on this, Professor X? Do you think I'm crazy or something to look into?
I think that it's an astute observation. I really do believe that there is no coincidences, right? I keep saying that in our podcast. I say there's nothing that is a coincidence. Everything is hidden in plain sight. And if we can see through the smoke, and you are very good at this, like I said, your observation skills are pretty good. That's a pattern that I haven't heard on any kind of social media platform. So it's good that you brought it up. I think Crypto Flywheel is the only one that's noticed that, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Compliments to Digital X.
Oh, yeah. It could go either way, right? Yeah. So I thought that was kind of interesting. That's what we had to tell you guys from yesterday's podcast. But I know it's probably something that's kind of weird.
It's not weird, Digital X. It's an astute observation. Now, what does that mean? That could mean that it can go up. Like what you said is right. When one of the 8 coins and tokens are going up, all of these 8, they will all go in tandem. It may not go as high as XRP because we already know that Quant is way ahead of all of the other assets, right? When they go up, they all will go up.
Yeah,
right?
I'm sure they all will go up, but it's more in my thoughts are that these resemble a certain pattern, maybe because these are the products chosen already to be used within the institutional settings and in maybe that's what it is. It could be wrong. Just something to think about, right?
Well, it's like I said, Digital X, it's not a far-fetched idea. People think, oh, that's just a coincidence, right? Your observation is just a coincidence. No, but their real color logos are not that color. Why would they have the 8 tokens or 8 coins and tokens? Why are they all black and white now? They were all different colors.
There are others out there that I haven't named either, but these are some that, just to keep an eye on, So, moving from that, actually, we had a great day in the market today. The entire crypto and market has been going up. Bitcoin's hit over 94,000 or so, right? And so all the other altcoins have been moving along with it. And we spoke about XRP yesterday, how we were thinking that it may pump pretty good in January, mid-January. I mean, yesterday when we spoke about it, it was probably at $2.09 or 10 cents or something like that. I mean,
the beginning of the day was, I think, $1.99, $1.90 something.
Yesterday?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Wasn't it? Was the beginning of the day at 12 o'clock on 12 a.m.? Yes.
No, it was in the twos.
Oh, okay. Well, it still had a 15 to 20% increase.
I mean, yesterday, it was actually at $2. I mean, the lowest was $2.12. Yeah, I would think. Let me see.
I mean, yeah. I guess so, because I was referring to
$2.09 yesterday was the lowest. But today it went up pretty much 12%. I mean, 12%. That's a 20 to 24% move, right?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, what I was referring to was on the third digital X. That's why I got confused today's date. So. Yeah. So it was 190 on the second going into the third. You know?
Yeah, but I think there's reasons behind it. I mean, I'm sure that the market's doing well. It pumped, but there is some news that came out for XRP being utilized. The 3 largest banks in Japan are using Ripple because they just confirmed collaboration with the financial giants Mizuho Bank in Japan, SMBC Nikko Bank, and Securitize Japan. We aren't just talking about payments anymore. We're talking tokenized securities and real-world assets, the XRPL. This means, you know what this means? This means institutional DeFi.
Yes, I agree. I mean, I was looking into the stablecoin market again yesterday and this morning.
I'm glad you did mention the stablecoin market.
Why, did you have anything to say?
Yeah. Actually,
go ahead.
We don't speak much about G Treasury, right? Not enough has been said about G Treasury. Now, Ripple is in partnership with JP Morgan. So Ripple has direct access to the corporate payment rails used by JP Morgan and other large banks, right? This allows the asset XRP to be inserted as a settlement asset or back-end liquidity without the end user explicitly using XRP. So they're not going to even know what's running the system. So XRP, what does it do? What that's happened? XRP can reduce pre-funding. That's the whole idea. You don't have to pre-fund a transaction.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yep, optimize liquidity. So you have plenty of liquidity. So anyone, anywhere could come in and tap into your system and get as much money as they want and act as a neutral. Yeah. So basically it acts as a neutral bridge between currencies and systems. So that's huge. I mean, G Treasury, they're going to be huge. Not too many people talk about it, but it's something that our audience should keep an eye on.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, the last 3 acquisitions from Ripple, they're creating a end-to-end ecosystem where everything is like a one-stop shop. Everything's going to be seamless, right?
Mm-hmm.
They purchased G Treasury. They funded party. What was it? A SPAC? No, was it a VC or a SPAC?
Which one?
Alameda. No, not Alameda. What was the Evernorth? Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Evernorth was purchased through another party where they gave $1 billion to for, and I think his name was the CEO is Ashish Birla, right?
Yeah, Birla.
Yeah, Ashish Birla is an Ripple employee. I think he was the CTO or the CFO or something, right?
He was. He wasn't CTO, but he was in the business side. But I believe it was. I think Evernorth is wanting to invest $1 billion in buying back XRP from the exchanges. I think that's what it was. I think Ripple and what's his name, Chris Larson had donated or given about 300 to 500 million worth of XRP to Evernorth, right?
Yeah.
Something like that. I don't know the exact number, but somewhere along that.
Well, I mean, as it relates to for our audience is just that these things are happening behind the scenes, right? And there's no coincidences. There's nothing that everybody's focused on Venezuela and Donald Trump going in and, all the memes and all of the activity, the news waves are talking about that. But here, what's really happening is the institutions, organizations like Ripple are partnering with central banks, and these banking institutions are literally picking up their old system infrastructure and plopping it onto XRP ledger. And nobody can, it's not something that is seen. It's a behind the scene it's like the back end, right? Everything is being done. The technology, if you've noticed, cross-border payments have been seconds to minutes, right? Where it used to take days and days, right? And sometimes weeks. So all of these things are happening in the background while most of the world is thinking and looking at the war on news channels and all that kind of stuff, right? So that's what I'm trying. So war kind of takes the mainstream and the eyes away from what they're really doing here. And then, that's what happened with silver. Nobody even expected that, right? We called that as well. We talked about it yesterday, Digital X. I mean, I actually had a conversation with one of our friends, and they basically, we said that, this is a smoke screen, right? This war, quote unquote, war and capturing of Venezuela. But, there's some behind the scenes that's happening with, a lot of things, especially with the silver thing. I don't want to get too deep into it, Digital X, but yeah. And it has a lot to do with silver.
Oh, yeah. I mean, silver is going to collapse the system. So that's what it has to do with silver.
Yeah, well, that's the only way that they could do it naturally, because all of these things, I mean, without it, so they didn't intend for the silver to be consumed in such a manner apart from the investment commodity, right? So they were always thinking that it's being used in tech and in industry, but it wasn't. AI and the data centers and all of this stuff had just exponentially grown the usage of silver in semiconductors and all of these electric conducting material and hardware, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's one aspect of it, but you have to keep in mind that in today's age, with the amount of information and content and knowledge that one could gain, they know about silver. So a lot of people pre-position themselves in this scenario. So prior to, let's say, early 2000s or 1990s, I don't think you'll get that same response like you would get today. There's a lot of investors that have known about silver or understood what's happening with the silver market because of the content that's out there, right? With the resources. So I believe this is going to really put a dent into these banks because, people aren't going to sell their silver, They're going to try to accumulate. They're not going to buy paper. Why? They know physical is what they need.
You're right. I mean, but I was also thinking that these banks, I talked about the stable coin, and what I meant by stable coins is our listeners, I mean, I'm not giving financial advice here or strategies. I'm just saying I seriously thought about it this morning, right? I thought about possibly diversifying into my savings of US dollars. So I feel like I'm exposed right now with what's going on with the inflation. We're over 230% or 300% over our GDP in terms of our debt. Right?
Well, how much? Well, you're right in terms of the value of the dollar has gone down since 2020. I mean, the value of the dollar from 2020, your dollar's worth probably 76 or 73 to 76 cents. So your buying power just went down in 5-6 years. That's ridiculous.
Exactly. So that's what I was saying. There's stable coins that are, each nation is coming out with their own currency, and banks are offering that. There are not that many banks that can on-ramp or off-ramp USD into other currencies, FX stable coins, right? Mm-hmm. But there's only a few nations that have a stable currency anyway, and that's Switzerland's franc, Singapore dollar, and even the Norwegian kroner. But which banks hold Norwegian kroner? Not that many. So you're talking about these stable, currency. It's hard to even get it even if you wanted to diversify. It was like back in the days when we tried to get Bitcoin in 2010, and we had to go and we had to send money to an unknown place, and then hope that it comes back, right? So
I think Bank of America read your mind, because they officially began Bitcoin and crypto investment promotions. So Bank of America is now starting to recommend clients to allocate up to 4% of their portfolio to crypto. So the banks are here now, they'll load up before it's too late. This is not financial advice. So I'm just saying, since you brought up the dollar depreciation, now look what Bank of America is doing. They're allowing their customers. Bank of America just made it official.
Official, yeah. That's huge.
4%. That's 4% of their portfolio. So that's crazy. That's a good start.
Well, that's why this is, and this is all happening because of what's going on. These ETFs that we talked about, right? These banks, all of the banks, are pretty much insolvent. I don't know what other way to say it, right? Mm-hmm. So I believe that, and that's why it's our listeners have to do their research on it. Just don't sit there and have the news media say it to you, and one fine day you'll hear people are running to the banks to get their allocation, their deposits out, right? And their savings out. Because there's going to be, at that point, these bank runs. We already saw it happen 2 years ago with the Silicon Valley Bank, right? And, so there's going to be, those are regional banks. They're not big banks. So these big banks, they say in 2008, everything was a lesson, right? But they didn't change the fundamental, premise of why that happened, right? They just bailed them out.
Yeah, they bailed them out. Anyway, on a good note, today, besides the banking system, its official record has been broken. It's the best single day for XRP ETF since launch. They had $64.44 million in volume today. That's a record.
That is. I think the first day was pretty high too. I think it was 57 million.
57, 58 million. But today, 64
that was
million?
Canary Capital, right? That was Canary Capital that they launched their ETF?
I believe so. Canary was the first, right?
Yeah. So then Templeton their ETF is doing well. I mean, they're a lot larger than Canary, but I don't think it ever got up to 58 million with their
they position. They're waiting. I'm sure all of them are going to do well. I think they're just positioning themselves. It's basically funds of people, the individuals that are rotating money in their funds to different funds, right? So
yeah.
So that's what
I mean, and they also have to have that many XRP, right?
Yeah.
Whatever they're offering, that's. I mean, right now it's intended to be for every ETF that they offer. I mean, value, they have to have that value in XRP, correct?
Yeah, they do. I believe all these funds they have different allocations in number of XRPs. Let's say all of them don't have the same required amount that they need to hold per share. Some are like 10 per share, some are like 20 per share, some are probably 12 per share. So it varies, right? So I mean, it's good. I think it's going to do really well, and I think there's a lot more room for it to climb. So did you hear what Paul Atkins did today? He went on Squawk Box. He confirmed a crypto innovation exemption is coming this month. So that means he's anticipating regulatory clarity. That regulatory clarity gives it the green light, right? So when the clarity arrives, infrastructure wins, right? So,
that's what's evident in the price action right now.
Yeah. And I think the biggest asset that it really affects is going to be XRP, because this was,
Of course.
because it's built for this moment, you know? And so XRP is going to be unleashed this year.
Well, the banking system is, but now you're seeing where for the past 6 or 7 years, since we've been involved, there was no mainstream talk about XRP. Now you are seeing XRP in the conversation everywhere. Be in, like, forget about the social media like YouTube and X and all. I'm talking about mainstream media, you know?
Yeah.
So the squawk on the street, it's XRP's ahead of the Bitcoin. Today it went up to 94,000, and people are going, the Bitcoin maxis are coming out and saying that it's back.
Well,
it's going.
As we speak, XRP just crossed 236. So, man, that's almost 13. That's almost 13% in a single day. So that's pretty big.
Well, let's keep that momentum going, in the flywheel here.
Yes.
The flywheel moment.
Yeah, you know what they say. You can't stop that momentum once it starts moving.
Yes, sir. That's why we have the name Digital X, the app name that you came up with. That was really good. Crypto Flywheel.
Yeah. So you want to go ahead and flywheel out of here?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I think that's a great closing time here, because we're up on time. So if you don't have anything else, do you have anything further to add?
No, we're good.
Well, okay. So to our listeners, again, we're asking for engagement. Please comment. We will respond in the comment section or have subsequent episodes based on the questions and comments. So with that, the Crypto Flywheel is signing off. Thank you.
Thank you.